for all those naysayers who say Pentax can't shoot sports. Well, we're going to take it a step further and we're going to use the K-5 and see if we can actually shoot sports. So let's get on with it. I seem to say this every time I start a video. I'm trying something different today, or this is going to be a bit different today. But this is actually going to be a little bit different today because I'm using the K-5, which is not renowned for its autofocus, put it that way. And I'm using it with the 55 to 300 PLM. Now, any Pentax shooter is going to know straight away that this lens is going to be stuck wide open on the K-5. And it's to do with the K4 mount or whatever it is. It's not compatible, basically. What I wanted to test today is to see if I can actually shoot action with the K-5 and the PLM, the 55 to 300 PLM. Okay, so this is the spot, the first spot at least anyway. We've got the riders coming out of the corner, over this little jump here. So settings for this shot, I'm in TAV mode, autofocus continuous, 1/800th of a second, and it's obviously stuck wide open because the lens is not compatible, fully compatible with the K-5. So we're going to have a go at this. Trying to include a little bit of the foreground foliage to separate the jump, what the rider's going over. I'd like to sit down somewhere, but there's just horse excrement everywhere. With this type of sport, I try to include everyone, all the riders, so you know, you try to include them at different points around the track, so you end up being here for the duration of the day. And these are actually looking pretty good. So I'm going to take a couple more here and then we're going to move to another location, and probably we'll get some jump shots in because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Action. So this is quite a good spot. We're going to get some panning action. The riders are hurling down the straight here quite fast, and then they're hitting this tabletop jump, and it's obviously a side shot. They're not coming straight on. So I'm going to wait for a rider to come past now and I'll actually show you. Here we go. Here's some action for you. So that's what we're looking for. With this, I'm going to try both. I'm going to try and freeze the action, and I'm also going to try and slow the shutter speed down and motion blur. So let's have a crack on now, and we've got a better spot because we've got a tyre we can sit on here, and this should be nice. And just on a side note, have you ever seen a cleaner K-5 than this? There's probably some Pentax users that have got one, but yeah, I'm quite, I don't like it being out in the mud today, this. I've never had it out in the mud. What's a bit weird because it's an outdoor camera, but there you go. So let's crack on anyway and take a few shots here. Okay, the settings are going to be the same as what they were before. I'm still in TAV mode, and I'm going to be still at 800th of a second. Our ISO is 320 again. As I said before, the overcast, cloudy conditions are keeping the consistent settings today, so, you know, I could probably be without being in TAV mode, but there you go. So let's now concentrate and try and get some shots. And after this, after I've done these panning shots, I'm actually going to move around to the front side of the jump so that I've got the riders coming directly towards me, and we're going to see how the K-5 and the PLM fares with that. Yeah, the buffer on this is, I'm trying to review the images and it's just, the readout's so slow. I've actually put the K-5 in continuous burst mode as well, just to test this. Usually I shoot in a single shot style. I don't have it in high frame burst mode. Yeah, you can see the red LED is still bleeping long after I've took the shot. So the K-5, it is showing its age in terms of how it processes the images onto the memory card, and that is the buffer. It's quite slow in comparison to the K3 and especially that Canon 7D Mark II. So now we're coming around to the front side of the jump. The riders are coming directly towards us, and this will be interesting because Pentax I've found, and it's pretty well known that they're not the best at capturing action coming towards you. We're going to see how this works out, and then we're going to head home, edit the images, see if we can actually get anything in focus. So we'll get this done now, and then we'll head home and do that. Okay, so that's today's test concluded. Will the K-5 and the 55 to 300 PLM pull through? We're going to find out now because we're going back home to see. And I'm probably going to release a separate video on that, the editing part of it, to see if we actually got some shots that are keepers and what we can do with the files, which should be interesting to know. So until next time, I'll see you in the next video. I'm out for now.